What's up CCD fans, welcome to another video. I'm starting off this video with a bit of bad news. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's gonna cost me money, so it's bad news, but it's still good news. Good news, bad news, good news, bad news, whatever. We were out at Midway yesterday for the cash days, and after the event I decided to test the car on the track because we previously tested it on the street. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here. We tested it at the track, and the first burnout that we did, I think in the burnout we ripped apart the diff. We out here at Midway. Cash days just ended. I didn't run cash days, but I am going to take the car down the strip to see what it'll do. I tested the car yesterday. You guys should see that video tonight. So I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 runs. It's already late in the afternoon. Just gonna do 1 or 2 runs out on the strip to see what the 60 foots and stuff look like. In case something wants to break, like I said in the previous video, we will have enough time to get it fixed. If something wants to go wrong, that it should go wrong before the drag day, the TDI drag day, so that we have sufficient time to fix up the car before the event. And that is exactly what happened. As you all know, the car doesn't want to select fourth. I wasn't sure if I'm going to pull the box or what I'm going to do before the event, but with the problem of the diff now, we are going to pull the box. It's Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I'm on my way to Lethal Motorsport to Gerrit to assist me in getting the box out, leaving the car there for the next couple of days. The plan is I'm going to take the box out and send it in. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to run open diff or what we are going to do. This is a welded diff, so I'm probably going to get another diff and put it in instead of reusing the diff that's in here. But stay tuned and let's see what progress we can make with this car.
One week later.
We're on our way to George now. He's the new guy who's working on the gearbox for us. I ditched the previous guy because I obviously paid him 3 times and the box was still not right. The box has been with George for about a week. Tomorrow would be a week, so we're fetching it today. It's a Sunday, and then tomorrow we'll be able to put the box back. The diff was not welded before. I must have misunderstood them or whatever, but I'll pop the picture up on the screen. But there's on the shaft that goes to the CV, there's a spring, and apparently they made those springs stiffer, so apparently like 9 out of 10 times it would spin both front wheels together, and 1 out of 10 times it wouldn't. So we did not actually break the diff in the beginning of this video. It's just how it was done or set up, or how it was supposed to work, I believe.
We just got the box back from George now. He didn't want to speak on camera, so I'll briefly go over everything he explained to me off camera. For those of you who don't know him, he races a Turbo Fox. So the only thing that we found, we opened up the box at Gerrit's shop. So I suspect that's the 4th gear one. You can see how worn out it is, especially if you look from that side. It's got 3 of them that goes around, and all 3 of them looks the same. So we'll probably take it in. And then the diff, I'm not sure what's the story with the diff, but we'll get that checked out as well once we get to George. To inspect it ourselves. It's my first time ever opening up a box, so I had no idea what to expect. But I just wanted to inspect it myself, since I've paid to have that box repaired 3 times and it came back and still not selecting 4th. So I wanted to see what's going on in there. And we opened it up and we found one of the synchros on 4th gear is messed up. So that was all that I was able to see. And then our diff was not welded, so our diff was in perfect condition. We didn't break that. What George did for us was he replaced the 4th gear synchro. He inspected everything else checked out fine. It was only the synchro that was messed up. I'll pop up some pictures on the screen for you guys as we go through this. And then the other thing that George did for us was he installed a Phantom kit, which there's a lot of mixed reviews on the Phantom kits. But I did a bit of research before opting for the Phantom. It's a cheap LSD, if I can put it like that. It basically clamps your spider gears together, and then your spider gears work in conjunction with one another, so they're not able to spin one wheel without spinning the other wheel. I believe there's a lot of guys in the TDI scene that makes use of the Phantom diff, all with great results from what I have heard. So keeping our fingers crossed that we can get some proper 60 foots in the car now, and that we'll be able to hook 4th gear. I mean, that was the main goal of taking the gearbox out this time around again. So we'll pop the box back in tomorrow, and then we'll start testing the car. I'm thinking I'm going to keep the boost the same at where it's at now. It's at 2.5 bar, which for that big turbo is low boost, believe me. We're going to up the fuel, and then we're going to play with the vanes and all the other things to get the car more lively. You know, as I was telling you guys earlier, when we change a gear, the car's very lazy to get back into boost and stuff. So we're going to try and iron that out to make sure that we get a lacquer time at Midway, which is Sunday the 17th, TDI day. If you have a TDI, hope to see you there. If you don't have a TDI, you can still come through. There's no rules that says it has to be only TDIs racing. And if you don't want to race, come through, come check out all the other TDIs that's there. Before we put the gearbox back, we are fixing the subframe. One of the bolts on the subframe wasn't tightening all the way, so we are just fixing that now. We were struggling a bit with it this morning, but we finally got it. So we're just going to put an insert on it now, and then we'll be able to bolt the subframe down properly. That all there was stripped, and then we can put the gearbox back and start testing the car. We got the car about 99% complete yesterday. We did not finish up everything. I still have a couple of small things to button up before I can put everything back together and go and test drive the car. Small things such as aligning the linkages. This fuse box panel, I redid this, so there's 1 or 2 things I need to button up on that. And we also moved the nitros to the back of the firewall. There's 1 or 2 things I need to button up there before I can put the intake back on. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are excited to see the car at Midway on Sunday, let me know down in the comments below and leave a like on this video. I'll see you in the next one, bro. Peace out and reflect your passion.